Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Gabriel890, back again with another video. Finally. So I was trying to plan out my Black Friday pickups video that I do every year, and I was a little surprised of how little I have picked up over the last month. But then I realized, oh, well, that might be in part to the project that I've been working on, which is building, finally, my PC. So this was something that a few months back I was like, you know what? I talk about it every year around this time in hopes of getting some better deals. So let's make it happen. So I planned it all out, decided the build I wanted to do, and then just watched and waited, and was able to get everything that I planned on for a great price, and got some good deals in there as well. So let's just dive on in. So I went with the NZXT H9 Flow for the case, and it is a beautiful case, lots of space, um, and has some really cool ideas with cable management. So that was a pleasure to build with. And then the motherboard I decided to go with was the NZXT N7 B650E. And it is a beautiful looking motherboard. Obviously, the white aesthetic is very pleasing, and it's been great so far. No issues. And then the heart and soul, I decided to go with the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Right now, that's kind of the best gaming CPU all around, and it's been phenomenal. Just handling everything I've thrown at it with ease, and I got it for an awesome deal. And then the big boy went with the GeForce RTX 4090. I was really glad to get my hands on one of these, especially at MSRP. And man, it is a beast, both in weight, but also just what it's able to do. Okay, and then obviously we got to keep the system cool, and this has top-notch reviews and is also just beautiful to look at, even if it is just a radiator. Went with the Kraken 360, and went with the smaller LCD screen, but that's just been perfect for my needs to give me an idea what the temps are. And then to keep that cooler, I decided to go with some additional fans, so picked those up. And then for the power supply, went with a C1000 Gold. That seems to be doing the trick. All right, and then moving right along, for RAM, went for some Corsair Vengeance DDR5 64 gigabytes. And yeah, that's been doing great as well. And obviously, you gotta have some good memory, and they have had some awesome deals on NVMe drives this Black Friday season, and so I was able to pick these up for very cheap. And oh man, the speeds are incredible, especially if I've had to switch files back and forth between them. Oh, it's like almost instant, and it's crazy how beautiful it is. Okay, and then over here, I decided I wanted to vertically mount the GPU, and that's worked out really well. And it's nice because I feel like it gives it some extra support to fight against that GPU sag, just with them getting bigger and bigger and heavier. So that's been awesome. Definitely happy with that. And then, of course, you got to get a new keyboard and mouse. And so I went into Best Buy and I was messing around, typing on all the keyboards, and without a doubt, this was the one that stuck out. And it turns out that one of my good friends already had it and he loved it, and so I decided to pick it up. The G915. I love the way the clicky keys feel and sound, and it has a lot of awesome features. And then this has kind of been the gamer choice mouse, and I can see why now. I went with the Logitech Pro Superlight, and yes, it is crazy light and feels smooth as butter. And so yeah, and then last but not least, got a couple of mouse pads. The G740 is huge. It's basically four mouse pads in one. And so I actually have been using that for my keyboard. And then I got one for the mouse. And so, yeah, that is all the components. And don't worry, she's obviously all put together. And I'm going to be showing you what she looks like in a second. But just one quick crazy story with the AMD Ryzen. So I picked it up for $369 on sale at Best Buy, and I purchased it on a Thursday. Well, of course, me being me, I got it on Thursday, and then the next week on Monday, AMD is like, hey, if you buy certain CPUs and graphics cards, then it's going to come with a free code for the new Avatar Frontiers of Pandora game that's coming out December 7th, I believe. And I am definitely interested in that game, was planning on picking it up already. And it's like, well, I just bought this, almost $400 CPU. I would definitely like to get a free copy of that if I'm already buying it, regardless. And so I went and called Best Buy, and they said, okay, yeah, unfortunately, since you bought it before the promotion, there's nothing we can do, but you can return it, and buy another one if you want to go that route. And they tried everything. They tried to generate a code, it just wouldn't work. So that's what I did. I bought another one, returned the first one, which obviously had been unopened. And at this time, uh, I don't know if it's just local to California or maybe it's just strictly more the West Coast. Maybe I should have looked more into it. But there is a electronics company or store chain called Micro Center, and they had this exact CPU on sale for $300. And so I saw this and I called into Best Buy. I said, hey, could you price match? And they said, sure thing. Boom, price match, and got my code for the new Avatar game. And so that worked out really nice, and I was super excited. And then another bonus for buying the GeForce 4090 was I got a free code for the digital only Alan Wake 2. Definitely a game I was interested in picking up down the road, just because I definitely like to collect more physical. But I really enjoyed the original Alan Wake and American Nightmare. And so, anyways, it was awesome to be able to get it on launch and have the perfect machine to play it at some incredible visual settings. And yeah, okay, so those are the two main stories that come with this pickup. Now let's get to what we're all here for. All right, and here she is, all set up and ready to go. So I would have placed the box out there, but it was just a boring box that was basically used for shipping. But I decided to go with the Samsung G8 or Odyssey G8 Neo. And it is a beast, and it is a beautiful beast. 32 inches, 4K, looks phenomenal. Has just everything you could imagine as far as monitor features go. And then I already had some awesome Logitech speakers that come with a huge subwoofer, and they sound phenomenal. Could easily pass for home theater. And then we got the keyboard all set up, ready to go. We got the mouse. Got my Xbox controller, which easily hooks up to play the first-person shooters. And then here's the beast itself. And before I let you go, we just got one question. Can it run Crisis? And the answer is yes. So here we have it on the Can it run Crisis settings. Let's get back. Ah, beautiful. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. And disclaimer, this isn't to show off. I'm not trying to brag or anything. This is just something that I've been very excited for and something that I've imagined for the last, 10 years, basically since I was in college, building my PC that could really just be a beast. And so I don't know. It's something that I enjoy seeing others do, and it was something I was finally able to do. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, have a good one.